Alright mate, how you doing? Welcome back to our video here on the channel. Today is a massive one, alright? I'm going to say this, I think today's West Ham game might just be the most important game in recent history for West Ham, okay? That sounds like a big deal when you say it's just a home match in the Premier League against Southampton. But you've got to understand the ramifications of what could happen today. If you look at the league table, we are just above the relegation zone and Southampton are just inside it. This is the definition of a 6-pointer in a relegation battle. If we lose today, we'll drop into the relegation zone, and the quality of the teams we've still got to play this season pretty much means I think we're going to stay in there. I think it could mean we get relegated if we lose today. And as much as relegation isn't something that's not happened to us before, we've been relegated twice before in my lifetime, this could be the one that really hurts us. When you consider the negative atmosphere and the animosity that's around the club right now, when you consider the new stadium we've got and the joke of a fact that we could be playing in the Championship with that London stadium, this could be a disaster. We've also got these owners that are particularly unpopular right now. The last West Ham home game against Burnley was the one that had all those issues with the pitch invasions, with the flag being put in the centre circle, with people throwing coins and stuff at the owners. Are the owners going to be in the game today? I don't know. This is the first game since then. I made an IMO about it. It could be a very, very dodgy atmosphere at the game today, particularly if things go wrong, okay? However, if we were to actually turn up and play well and get the points, it could start the ball rolling again. I feel like I've said that a lot in these West Ham vlogs. I'm still waiting for that big performance. But hopefully, as I am an eternal optimist, today could be that day. Do I think we're going to win? If I was putting money on it, I'd probably say we won't. To be honest, we've not been good enough. But I believe we can. And I hope we can. If we get the win, I think it could be enough to secure our place in the league, because we're going to push Southampton right beneath us. There'll be like a 5-point gap between us, I think, if we win today. That gives us a little bit of breathing room. But we need a big performance. We also need the fans not to get on the players' backs. You know, if they start seeing some terrible stuff and we go 2-3-0 down, then maybe they have got an excuse to kick off because it's not good enough. But until that happens, and hopefully it won't, but until that does happen, let's just get behind the team, boys. Other big games in recent history, I know a lot of people loved, and I was one of them, the final game at the Boleyn. What a day. I vlogged it, it was unbelievable, right? But it was important for West Ham in a different reason. It was more about nostalgia and the romance of our final game in that wonderful stadium. It didn't, like, the result was actually quite arbitrary. Even though we beat Man United, we were safe in the league, we were doing pretty well. It did help us get towards the European spot, in fairness, but that didn't really work out. But in terms of the long-term future of West Ham, that game wasn't that significant. You'd have to go back to probably the playoff victories that got us back in the Premier League, or maybe the games that led to us getting relegated in the first place. But this game today, I think, is just as important. If we win and we end up staying up, no one's going to remember this game. That's what we want to happen. We don't want West Ham versus Southampton being a game that lives on for a long time in the West Ham fans' memory. We want them to win it and move on, right? But if we lose, today could be a game that is remembered for a long time as the start of the end of West Ham United as we know it. Seriously, is that serious? We could go down and we could stay down and we could drop down further. There's no guarantee we'll come back up like we have in the past. We need to win. Let's get on the road. Let's do it. Come on, you Irons. Oh, one last thing before I go. This old school West Ham top I'm wearing, the old school Spencer FC fans may recognise it for this reason. Let me show you what's on the back. Look at that. Whitehead 18. Leave me a comment below if you know why I've got Whitehead and the number 18 on the back of this shirt. If you know, I'll be very, very impressed. Right, I'm about to go inside and meet my dad and Saunders. Seb's not here today. Seen the team persevering with this sort of 3/5 at the back. Masuaku's in the mix, Cresswell's in the mix, Evra's out of the team. No Chicharito starting again, which is interesting. The good thing about today's game is as much as we are terrible, and please, non-West Ham fans and West Ham fans alike, do not think I'm trying to say we're good. I know we are terrible, but Southampton right now are just as bad. So it's a battle of the two terrible teams, along with the likes of West Brom and a few others in the league that have not been in good form. If it's a draw, it wouldn't be terrible for us. It wouldn't be a nightmare, but a win would be great, and a loss would be a disaster. But I'm hoping we win and we just separate ourselves from the really terrible teams in the league, and we just become slightly less worse than them. But yeah, let's hope we get the win, because if we don't, all these guys now who are going into the game and in a reasonably good mood are not going to be, and it's going to not be pretty. Right, the teams are out. Charlie Austin is playing. They've got Redmond, they've got Gabbiadini starting. So they're going 2 up front, are they? Interesting. Our team, we've got the youngster Declan Rice. Antonio's in the mix. Yao Mario. Zabaleta Arnautovic, who's got a Shiba Inu now, like me, like Joey. Is that going to help him get some goals? Hasn't helped me that much. Quick reminder of how bad our form's been. After beating Watford 2-0, we lost 4-1 to Liverpool, 4-1 to Swansea, 3-0 to Burnley at home. So we've lost by 3 goals our last 3 games. That's shocking. Joe Hart's back in goal again today for Adrian. What do we think about this decision, Dad? Saundy, what do we think? Like, should Joe Hart be not only England #1, should he be West Ham's goalkeeper?
For me, it's Adrian all the way. I just don't think Hart should be anywhere near the squad. I know it's a big letdown for him in England, but Adrian to me is just a better all-round keeper, so I'd rather have him in the
I think Joe has a big impact in the dressing room, and he's very vocal. You can question some of his challenges in his footwork and all the rest of it. And I was glad he got in last time.
And then we lost 4-1. Oh, sorry, we lost 3-0.
Exactly.
And he was to blame. One of those goals against Burnley, he spilled it.
So, literally by his own right and his own standards, he probably doesn't deserve the place. So it makes you think his outside influences.
Well, I'm wondering whether it's like his agent and stuff putting pressure on, saying, we need Joe Hart to play for England, or at least go in the England squad this summer for the World Cup. You've got to play him, David. And Moyes just
let him play. If he's got any chance at all of being in the England squad even, he's got to be playing regularly for his club.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why he's in, I think. But it shouldn't be that way. It should be the best goalkeeper in the place. And that really is Adrian.
Everyone likes Adrian more. Sorry, Joe. Hopefully you don't have a howler today, and you convince us. Convince us. Clean sheet with a win. We'll let you play again, Joe. Fortune always shining. Looked everywhere. I'm forever blowing bubbles. Feeling bubbles in the air. United! United! Come on! Let's go, boys! Well, it's not been a bad start, pretty lively, but I think Antonio's injured, which seems to happen every single game. We've got to make this liveliness count, we've got to get a goal before they do. Antonio's going off. He's not happy about it. We haven't got Chicharito on the bench, I didn't realise. The Chicharito cannot come on, so it's going to be Wilson Fernandez that comes on. Pretty much our only decent sub. What's going on? No Lanzini either. Come on, Tony! Wait, that's decent! That's decent! Get in! I'll tell you what, that is a nicely worked goal. Right, it's Yao Mario, first goal for West Ham, from their corner. We applied the pressure, Mark Noble won the ball back, played it to Chiate, squared it to Yao Mario, took a touch. Keeper got a hand to it, but top bins will take it. Come on! We needed it, keep it going, get the win. Mark Arnautovic nearly just scored another goal. After 1-2 with Mark Noble, he put it wide. This is good. This is really good so far. Come on, Tony! 2-0! Come on! I don't know what's going on. What's going on? We're actually playing good football. Southampton have been awful. We're capitalising on all their mistakes. Mark Arnautovic with the header from the Yao Mario cross. That's a goal and an assist for him already. Decent. Hang on. We haven't got another injury ever. It's the last thing we need, lads. No Lanzini, no Chicharito, no Antonio. And now Arnautovic has gone down. Just scored a goal. Don't be injured, Marco. Oh my God! What a goal! What's going on? One of the best goals London Stadium has ever seen. What a cross from Masuaku. And what a finish from Marco Arnautovic. He's second of the game. It's 3-0. It's game over. We'll talk more about this Southampton team at half time because they've been woeful. But West Ham, I'm loving it. That was probably the best one I've ever seen. Come on! Right, half time update. 3-0 to West Ham. And I have to say, one of the best West Ham first half performances I've ever seen, but massively helped by potentially one of the worst football performances I've seen from any team ever from Southampton. I don't want to rub salt in the wounds of the Southampton fans watching, but they have been awful. They've barely completed a pass in our half. It's really been bad and we've pounced on it. They're losing their mind and we're reaping all the benefits. Honestly, if we can just keep doing that, and not even keep doing that, just see the second half out. The game's obviously won, If I was Mark Hughes right now, I would be fuming. Recently taken over as manager of Southampton, usually that results in an uplift and an improvement. But what he's seeing there is not even championship standards for Southampton. It's so poor. I think Hashtag would have a chance against him at this rate. But we've got to talk about that Marko Arnautovic goal. One of the best goals London Stadium's ever seen. One of the best goals I've seen in the flesh. The finish, side foot volley, was impeccable. The cross from Masuaku was delightful. And it is a little bit like hitting someone when they're down, because Southampton are on the ropes right now. They're on the canvas, in fact, and they could even get relegated at this rate, to be honest. If this is the best they can do in a relegation 6-pointer, they're going down. And we're staying up at this rate. Long way to go still, but come on, keep it going, boys. I'll be very happy. 15 minutes left. Still 0-0, not much has happened in the second half, to be fair. I think the smartest thing to do now will be get Arnautovic off in case he gets injured. We can't afford that. Get Jordan Hugill on up front, see what he can do, see the game out. Yes, Marko. Right on time. Marko.
Please welcome number 12, Jordan Hugill.
The second half not been one for the football lovers. It's barely anything's happened, to be honest, but that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. First off, we did everything we had to do, see the game out, take the 3 points, everything's coming up Millhouse. Well deserved. Man of the match against his old manager. Marko beats Mark every time. We just hit the bar from like a left-footed volley. I mean, look at this replay. Cresswell, almost a wonder goal. It's all over. We'll take that all day. Lovely. Simply lovely. Decent. Brilliant. Lovely. Tolman, happy? What a game. Yes, it. Tell you what, guys, that is what we needed. That is what we like. And that sets us up for a good old weekend today. Come on, West Ham. Honestly, playing Stoke here in a few weeks at home, Arnautovic against his old club. We beat them last time, we played them at their place. That, I think, will secure us our place in the league and probably put them down as well. Maybe along with Southampton, I don't know, but man, what a result. What a result. Right, I'm back home now and just want to finish the video by saying I'm very happy with that performance. I don't think we're safe yet, but we're very close to being safe and I'm feeling good. And also Southampton looked so poor, I just can't see them staying up. So if you think West Brom, Southampton probably down, that means one space left. You're looking at Stoke, you're looking at Crystal Palace, maybe even Huddersfield, all in probably worse positions than West Ham. So be pretty unlucky if we did go down. Having said that, we have got some very tough games still to come, but it's all about the Stoke game. If we can get a win at home against Stoke, we're good. We're safe as far as I'm concerned. Not mathematically, but I think that will be enough for sure. That game now becomes huge, just as big as today's game was. But I'm very happy with the way it went. Drop a like on this video if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe for more. Let me know in the comments below how your team got on this weekend, what you think of West Ham's chances of staying in the league. And if you're a Southampton fan, explain to me what is going on with the Southampton team right now. Is Mark Hughes the right man for the job? I'm not sure he is. But maybe you're already doomed. I don't know. Marko Arnautovic is definitely haunting Mark Hughes right now, though. His first return to Stoke after leaving them, we beat him 3-0. Marko scored. He mugged them off. Mark Hughes has now gone to Southampton as a result of losing his job at Stoke. And Marko Arnautovic has mugged him off again. Let's hope Marko can beat Stoke again when we play him at our place very soon. I'll see you in another video. Until then, don't go changing. Bye-bye.